So I've had enough horror stories to where I had to get that tattooed on my shoulder, and I'm sure any other DJ out there can relate to this. And my horror stories are probably the same as every other DJ, of just non-stop ridiculous requests.
This is DJ Andrew.
My name's Andrew, and my creative DJ name is DJ Andrew. And my show is called Homecast, and it airs on Saturdays at 11 a.m. with a re-air on Mondays at 5 p.m. My show really is just me playing songs off of records I've listened to in my home. This show is meant to be a little bit more voyeuristic into what a record collector listens to.
When I first met up with DJ Andrew, I was struck by how much care goes into his record collection. He walked me through his recording process.
We are starting here at my record collection. These are my 12-inch albums here. I'll sit here and pick through records that I want to listen to. Usually I'll grab, 10 records or so, 10 or 20 records, and take them downstairs to my listening area. Usually I jump around letter to letter, but these are all from the S area. A group called Smith, Smog, Supper, Bruce Springsteen, The Wild, the Innocent, and the E Street Shuffle, Stereolab, Sound Dust, Sufjan Stevens, Come On Feel the Illinois, and Stone Rose's Debut. I have a project turntable run through a musical fidelity phono preamp, and then from there it can go to either these KEF LS50 powered speakers, or it'll go down to this tube amp, which will run these restored Klipsch Heresy vintage speakers. I really like the tangible aspect and the ritualistic aspect of putting a song on or putting a record on, having your home stereo and sitting and listening to it. I think one of the problems with digital music and with streaming music is people listen to albums less. So having a record forces you to listen to at least one side of a planned album.
Andrew has carefully cultivated an incredibly cozy home listening environment. It felt nice to sit in his home, drink some coffee, and listen to records. Once Andrew listens to some, he picks a song off of each record and brings them upstairs to his recording room.
I get bored very easily, so I don't want to listen to a bunch of the same type of music in a row, hardly ever. So I love the idea of jumping from a 70s glam rock song to a 90s R&B song to a 60s rocksteady song.
Andrew's collection is vast and eclectic. He walked me through some of his favorites, ranging from King Kool to sitar music to Yellow Man. Andrew's enthusiasm for music collecting is reflected in his show, which listening to feels like when one of your friends is really excited about a new musician they've discovered. How long have you been DJing?
I started when I was 16, been DJing ever since, so that's 32 years because I'm pretty old now. It's so hard to find good music nights, but I would always look for a vinyl DJ, because I know that the fact that it's a vinyl DJ means that it's a curated list or a curated sound, and curated in the sense that they put effort into it, as opposed to like a DJ who's trying to bring in more people. I'm not really interested in that. I want to hear someone represent what they're interested in.
In the age of COVID, where live DJ nights are impossible to do, DJ Andrew is thankful to have his radio show.
Before I did the show, I was wary of the workload, because obviously I have a day job, and I was worried of how long it was going to take to record shows, and whether I could do it on a weekly basis, and whether I would enjoy doing it. But I'm really glad I did it now, because I really enjoy, especially now with COVID and I haven't been able to DJ live sets. This is a really good release for me. Like a lot of DJs, I love forcing people to listen to music I like. You know what? If I'm in an area where music's playing, I have to really hold myself back from being that guy who takes over. Give me the aux cord, or let me put a playlist on. Because I would much rather listen to music that I like and I want you to like as well. So that's kind of not a good trait in any means, but this show allows me to get a release on that, that trait that I have, where I can kind of hey, listen to this music that I like and you should like it too. I'm playing music that I've never got to play DJing live before, because I can I'm not trying to make people dance or trying to create a certain mood. I'm literally just playing what I listen to. So I really like that release as well. I get to play stuff that I've never played for other people before.
Be sure to check out Homecast with DJ Andrew and consider becoming a KWNK member at kwnk-radio.org.